Welcome to Right Miind, where we blend spiritual wisdom with practical advice to help you manifest wealth, abundance, and success. In today's video, we're going to be exploring how to reprogram the simulation we live in for abundance, that you can rig reality in your favor. In fact, reality is rigged in your favor already, and we can unlock the key using our subconscious mind and unlock the code to change the code using powerful techniques inspired by Neville Goddard. If life truly is a simulation, as many scientists and philosophers now suggest, then it is programmable. But here's the exciting part. You are the programmer. We are all the programmer. You can rewrite the code of your life by changing the way that you think, imagine, and feel. Imagine reality as a computer program, a simulation that's constantly responding to the input that you give it. Every thought, every feeling, every belief you hold sends commands to the simulation, shaping your reality. The problem is most of us are stuck running old programs with limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts. These are like outdated lines of code, like outdated software, keeping us from experiencing the abundance that is available to us. But what if we could rewrite that code? What if you could change the program running in this simulation and create a life filled with wealth, success, and joy? That's exactly what Neville Goddard taught us to do. And these messages truly are timeless. I have set the intention prior to this recording, as I always do, that this video would find you at the right time and in the right way that best resonates with your ideal way of learning, so that you can internalize these messages and really feel it and live it. And if you feel called to do so, there are more resources available in the description below that provide action steps, daily tips, daily auto suggestions that you can put into action every single day and reprogram your subconscious mind over the course of a month. And Neville Goddard's method for reprogramming your reality sounds deceptively simple, but it is incredibly powerful. And personally, the auto suggestions that I have created, I found for myself to be incredibly powerful. And there's always different ways of learning for different people. And maybe listening to a video like this is your way of learning how to reprogram the simulation and reaffirm to yourself different things just by listening. But that's why I have deliberately packaged this information in varying forms, because it's also a manifestation of my own. It's also a way to reaffirm to myself and to rewrite and to visually see and to speak as well. And as you begin to implement these ways of thinking, these beliefs into your subconscious mind, you will be guided on a journey, on a way, and in a way that is in alignment with your highest potential, in a way that is unique to you. And as you trust your intuition along the way, you may create things or do things in a way that feels natural to you, just as this feels natural to me. Neville Goddard's teachings were based on two principles: imagination and feeling. So he taught that you must imagine the end result that you want to experience and feel it as if it is happening right now. This is key because your imagination is like that coding tool that creates the blueprint. It creates the blueprint for the life that you want to live. It's the coding tool. It's the before everything is even created. That's the tool that creates, is the imagination. That's the code. But without the fuel of emotion, without the feeling that it's real right now, the code won't execute. The code will not execute without the fuel of emotion. And that emotion has to line up with what it is that you're desiring. You can't be in two places at once. You can't be in two states at once. So if you're in a state of lack, then you cannot be in a state of abundance at the same time. It's almost like if you can only play one video game at a time. You can't be playing this game and at the same time be wanting to play this other. You have to take that game out and replace it. And that's what you're doing with your imagination and the code to the simulation is you're taking one thing out and you're putting another code in there into the subconscious mind. So what does this look like in practice? Well, it's not enough to just visualize your dream life. You have to fully immerse yourself in the feeling of already living that life. If you want financial freedom, we don't just picture it. We feel what it's like to wake up every day without stress. To wake up in a feeling that you have more than enough. That there is always new opportunities that are falling into your lap. That there is always money falling into your bank account, flowing into your bank account. Feel the joy, the peace, the excitement, the gratitude as if it was already your current reality. This is what sends the command to the simulation. It sends the command to trigger those changes. That emotion, that feeling state that says, this is the game that we're playing right now. This is what we're doing right now. That's going to send the command to the simulation to change your external reality, but it only comes from that internal emotion, that internal state, firstly. So let's break down the steps to reprogram the simulation for abundance. These steps are simple, but they require consistency. They require a complete belief. You're essentially rewiring the code that's been running your life up to this point. So it may not happen right away. It can happen, and it will happen if you follow the steps and if you implement it into action. Then it must happen. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves either. We can't skip steps, and we can't go from 0 to 100 if we're not prepared. We're not really aligned to be at 100. We're going to come right back down. So first step, start with a daily meditation practice. Find some quiet space where you won't be disturbed and close your eyes and begin to visualize your desired outcome. But remember, when we're visualizing, we're experiencing it within our mind. Picture yourself already living that abundant life, that desired life, and that desired reality. Experience it in your mind and feel the emotions of having it now. When you're visualizing, you're focusing on the emotions you'd feel as if this was already your reality. The joy, the freedom, the relief of financial abundance, that what it brings to you. Let those emotions fill you. This is crucial because it's the feeling, remember, that reprograms the simulation. And step number 3 is to affirm daily that your new reality is already yours. In addition to visualizing and feeling, use daily auto-suggestions, as I prefer. Affirmations as well. Auto-suggestions are a more gentle and slower release, whereas affirmations are more direct. Auto-suggestions are, in my opinion, what resonates more with me. So we can use auto-suggestions to reinforce our new program. And the key is to say these things as if they are already true. And really feel that they are already true. Whatever it is that you're saying, you want to feel as if it is already true. You're telling the simulation that this is your new reality. And then the simulation will begin to reflect that back to you. One of the most powerful tools for reprogramming the simulation is gratitude as a feeling state. When you express gratitude for the things that you desire as if they are already here, you're reinforcing that new code. You're telling the simulation that this is your current reality, and the simulation responds by making it so. Every day, take a moment to be thankful. Not just for the things that you already have, but for the abundance that's also on its way, that's ever increasing. We could say things like, I'm so grateful for the financial abundance that's flowing into my life. I'm so grateful for the financial freedom that I now have. Even if it hasn't manifested yet, we're feeling it as if it has. And that's going to send that back to the simulation to reflect as if it has, and it will. And this simple act of gratitude, of feeling, is one of the most effective ways to shift your energy and therefore attract abundance, wealth, a joyous flow state based, active, healthy life, whatever it is that we are affirming, that we are using as auto-suggestions to ourselves, whatever we want to create. So as you continue to practice these steps, visualizing, feeling, auto-suggestions, and gratitude, you'll notice something magical happen. Is that the simulation actually starts to adapt. Opportunities for wealth and success begin to appear. New information finds its way to you at exactly the right time in exactly the right way. You attract the right people, the right circumstances, and the right ideas. It might feel subtle at first, but over time these changes will become undeniable. You are the programmer of your life, and the simulation will always reflect back the code you're running. So start running a program of abundance and watch how your reality begins to shift. Remember, your reality is malleable, programmable, and it's always responding to your thoughts and feelings that you project. And by following Neville Goddard's methods of imagination, feeling, gratitude, you can rewrite this code and create a life of abundance and of wealth. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. And if you feel called to do so, check out the resources and the tools, the guides, the ebooks that are available for you, carefully curated and visually appealing for you, waiting in the description down below. I will see you in the next one.